Hi, my name is Sonia Sillinger, and I am a farmer of music. I planned that out of my head. I was born in Guam. I'm half Filipino and half Indian, and I was raised in Las Vegas, Nevada for pretty much all my life, so I'm a Vegas native. So, I had no musical talent before the age of 20 years old. That's real. And then I picked up the ukulele, and I was pretty okay. I was like, ding, 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 I don't know what I'm playing, burr, 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 whatever. Then a really great guitar player of mine, he's almost like my brother, he was like, I'll show you some chords and maybe you could sound better with a guitar. And that's how it started. As I began playing more for open mics and then writing more songs and people enjoyed what I had to offer, I took it more seriously, but I was also a photographer. Like I went to school actually for film. What I did was when I was at the open mics, I would take photography of the musicians, and then when it came an open spot for a musician to play and they needed somebody, I actually played. So it was practice for my photography as well as for my music. I would say it is mostly about love, but I like to be discreet and put in some other messages. For example, I have a song called Cinnamon Skin, and it's talking about a woman or maybe a man, you know, walking down the street and you're like, whoa, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. But I wanted a song that would celebrate brown skin in general. Yeah. Yeah, like one of them. So there's a song called The Girl, and I wrote that when I first met him. And I think the way that I feel about songs changes throughout time. So it was initially about him, and then it became something more like a community theme for me, because the girl talks about someone being alone and having other people around or a particular person to support her is actually better than being alone. Cameron came along and he really inspired me because he was just so heartfelt and passionate about what he was doing. And we both started kind of going to these open mics at the same time, and we saw each other mess up, we saw each other get nervous and sweaty and forget our lyrics, but we just kept on going, and that inspired me to get better. It wasn't until 2016, actually, so last year, that I was like, January 2016, I'm gonna just full force my music, just do that and see what happens, because I'll never know. I mean, I can always do photography anytime in my life, but I think that music, if there's something to do with that, I should do that now. So I grew up listening to Sade, Marky Mark, Enigma. If anybody recognizes those bands, those three were in my subconscious mind because I slept to the albums my dad had. We Should Be Friends, if you do know Enigma is specifically, like, ah. Love instrumental music. Enigma specifically, when I was growing up, gave me an appreciation for just ethereal singing and the sounds of nature too. I really love those types of sounds. Like, for example, there's a bird chirping. I love that. That's music to me. I love Moses Sumney. He's this looper, amazing soul singer. I don't even know how to describe him. He's opening up for Solange, so maybe that gives you an idea. He also uses the sounds that comes from his mouth, so he kind of beatboxes to produce his looping sound, and then he sings just astoundingly. Yeah, I paint, so I try to put that piece of me on my music. I hand paint all of my CDs. I also just paint on canvas too, so that'll be showcased on my April 1st show with Zet, who is a fantastic illustrator slash painter. Whew, my goodness, she's amazing. I'm learning how to loop, so that's something I want to get better at. Just this little looper station, so geeking out on that. The major thing that's coming up for me that I'm really excited about is my animation release. So I have a song that I collaborated with 2 fellow musicians. One, Elmer Abapo, who is an amazing singer and producer. He produced the track and he beatboxed on it. It was like, whoa. And then I have Rasar, who is from The Leak. He dropped a verse on there. He's very gracious to do that because he's a busy man in his own right. So yeah, that's coming out, and I collaborated with someone who did a previous animation for me. They're from Argentina, and she made the animation. So I have like a dope MC, an amazing producer, and an awesome animator all in one to make this video, and that's being released April 1st.
In line till your time, ticking clock, everyone stop, everyone saying different things to me, different things to me, everyone saying different things to me, different things to me. Do you believe what you see? There doesn't seem to be anybody else who agrees with me. Do you believe in what you see? Motionless wheel, nothing is real, wasting my time in the waiting line. Do you you see? 9 to 5, living lives every day, stealing time. Everyone's taking everything they can, everything they can. Everyone's taking everything they can, everything they can. Do you believe in what you feel? There doesn't seem to be anybody else who agrees with me. Do you believe in what you see? Motionless wheel, nothing is real, wasting my time in the waiting line. Do you believe in what you feel? And I shout and scream, but I'd rather not be seen. So I hide away for another day. Do you believe in what you see? Motionless wheel, nothing is real, wasting my time in the waiting line. Do you believe in what you see? Everyone's saying different things to me, different saying different things to me, different things to me. Everyone's taking everything they can, everything they can. Everyone's taking everything they can, everything they